Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now let's talk heavyweights where the concussion can happen, right? Heavyweights. Biggest news of the day got to be that living legend, Oleksandr Usyk, right? Undisputed heavyweight champion, two-time undisputed heavyweight champion, undisputed cruiserweight champion, living legend, basically, right? Has vacated the WBO strap, right? Now, that's nothing. What I'm hearing though, and it's pretty cool because it makes me, have to disagree with one of my favorite uploaders. You know what I'm saying? I agree with 90% of the time. Just disagree, and it's good. Grown ass men, we don't agree 100% of the time. But it's just the insinuation that Oleksandr Usyk would be avoiding instead of ducking, avoiding Fabio Wardley, who comes out of the fight beating my boy Joseph Parker in round 11 stoppage. Now, Fabio Wardley is now elevated to WBO champ, all right? Now, I'm going to tell y'all straight up, probably so y'all can cut the video off now. Ain't no damn way that Oleksandr Usyk is trying to avoid no damn Fabio Wardley. Excuse the guys, no disrespect to nobody by saying damn in front of your names. But damn, Oleksandr Usyk ain't avoiding no damn Fabio Wardley. Now, let me just make this clear. Fabio Wardley needs, now that he's WBO champion, readdress Justice Hunis, right? Do that. Give Justice Hunis a shot like you got a shot against Joseph Parker, right? Because there's a lot of controversy there. So maybe that's where my bitterness is coming from. You know what I'm saying? Justice Hunis beats this dude like, 8 of the first 10 rounds and gets knocked down at the end, and they don't give the man a chance to get up. Joseph Parker's winning, I don't know, what are the 6 rounds to 4, or shoot, 7-3, and, just waiting, getting hit a little bit, but waiting to counter and get stopped. Those are two, come on, man, a little controversy there. Not saying Fabio Wardley doesn't have a good punch resistance and good stamina. So did Joe Joyce. Punch resistance and stamina. They seem like they from the same tribe. We got hard heads. You gonna have to punch yourself out, and we gonna keep coming. Much love for that. But Joseph Parker should have won that fight, and Justice Hunis damn sure should have. He beat him worse than Joseph Parker. And this guy, nobody's even saying nothing about the guy, right? So that's what I would like. I would like to see Fabio Wardley readjust Justice Hunis and then fight someone else high profile before you start talking about Oleksandr Usyk. That's just the way Oleksandr Usyk, like, let's just go, you're Oleksandr Usyk right now, right? Just you. Right? We're going to work on your empathy skills, right? You're Oleksandr Usyk, right? You beat up Michael Hunter, undefeated Michael Hunter on American soil, right? Then you get into the WBSS tournament, which most fighters won't even enter because those are the top 8 fighters in your division to find out who is the best in your division over an 18-month period. Quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. You enter that tournament. And I'm saying a lot of people won't even do that. In the tournament that Usyk entered, nothing but killers. Nothing but awesome fighters. All of them. All of them. There wasn't no weak links. You know what the weakest link probably was? Mike Perez. When he went down to cruiserweight, top fit. That was probably the weakest link. Mike Perez. Yeah, that's the weakest link. Everybody else, them daughter kisses and bloater checks and all that stuff that was in there, it wasn't no joke. Okay? No joke. So you go and travel to Berlin and beat Marco Huck. Marco Huck is a legend in the cruiserweight division. Do your homework, right? Beat him in his backyard. Then you travel to Latvia to beat the undefeated Marios Bridas, who still is pretty awesome. Done only got 2 losses now after all that time, but was undefeated at the time. Beats him in his backyard, which means, it ain't easy to do. Beat him by decision. Then go and fight the hardest puncher in that whole tournament. Well, it was one other guy that was 28-0. No, it was one guy 28-1 with 28 KOs in the tournament. So I'm just gonna forget his name, but he was in the tournament too. I'm just going to say Garcia was on that level. Trained by Abel Sanchez. Undefeated. He's Russian, right? So what do you think the fight was? Damn it, in Russia. That's where he beat Moriet Gassiev to win the tournament and become undisputed cruiserweight champion. You do that. Then you say, well, damn, who's the hottest one around this weight before I roll out and go to heavyweight? Oh, didn't Tony Bellew just beat David Haye twice? He's the hottest one around this weight. Let me go beat him in his backyard. And I always forget if it's Manchester or Liverpool. One of them goes there and beats him in his backyard. Then he goes to heavyweight, beats Witherspoon, right? Then he fights Derek Chisora and lets the fight be close so he can lure Anthony Joshua into a fight. Does that, beats Anthony Joshua, British soil. Chisora, British soil. Anthony Joshua, British soil. Beats Anthony Joshua in the second fight. Somebody crystallized and said Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight since Muhammad Ali. So what does he do? Beats his ass. Big old 6'9", 270-pound Tyson Fury. You want a rematch? Beats him again. Then who was the one who crystallized himself? Daniel Dubois, supposed to be the bomb. Beats him the first time. Little controversy with a low blow that people was trying to act like was a low blow, but he was beating his ass before the low blow and after the low blow, but they still was talking about low blow. Beats him again twice. Beats all those people twice. You're going to tell me after those three British guys, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Daniel Dubois, that he is afraid of Fabio Wardley? People, he can't get up for Fabio Wardley. That's what's going on, man. He ain't going to no training camp just because Fabio Wardley has a puncher's chance. And at this age, I'm going to go and get all motivated for this dude. Let Fabio Wardley do something. Do not disrespect Usyk with no Fabio Wardley. And that's no disrespect to Wardley. Get your stuff up, your resume up, man, before we start messing with these legends. Right? Wardley, Wardley can do some stuff. There's some stuff out there to be done. Wardley beat a timer or something, to shut that stuff off, or stop that train. Or, you know what, Wardley? Beat up the other guy with a right hand and go call Deontay Wilder up because he ain't doing nothing and beat him up. Do something that's going to be like, damn, Wardley done beat all these dudes. But my favorite for Wardley, Justice Hunis, because he's sitting over there and people acting like they didn't see what they saw. Justice Hunis beat him already, in my opinion. So give him a shot. Right? And knock Justice Hunis out and one other guy, then maybe we could talk to Oleksandr Usyk. Boxing world, get it together. When you have legends right in front of your face, stop ignoring that you see that. We don't have fighters that goes to everybody's backyard. We don't have them. We just don't. It's Oleksandr Usyk and Julius Ndongo. Those are the only two that I know that will go to your backyard and whoop your ass constantly. Ain't even think about going home to fight. Everybody else got some stuff and stipulations and where we want to fight, maybe, and this and that. So we got somebody like that who's proved it already. And we talking about Fabio Wardley? With Oleksandr Usyk being avoided? No, I'm disagreeing with one of my favorite uploaders. Right? Because hell no. And I'm going to repeat it one last time. Oleksandr Usyk ain't avoiding no damn Fabio Wardley. He got other stuff to avoid. Godzilla and the Hulk and them, but not Fabio Wardley. Not yet, at least. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.